Right. I think we're recording. I've also got a sniffly nose because I forgot to take antihistamines. So, strong start. Gonna hear some ASMR sniffles. Right. The trip to work. It's nothing crazy. It takes a while, but that's just because it's through a lot of back roads. Because obviously I can't go on the M4, which limits my ability to go places, but not by much. It just means I have to go the long way round. So by car, this would usually take me about quarter of an hour, 20 minutes to work probably, whereas this will be probably about 40 minutes, which isn't ideal, but not the end of the world. Alright, 60 test, 30, 40, 40, 50, 40, 50, 50, 50, 50, 60, just about. It'll last at least, Jesus, he's flying out. But yeah, so far, cold, pretty cold. Wind on my chest, the usual jazz. But it's only really this bit, and the next bit after the roundabout is all like 60 roads like this. Once we get more into the town, and it's all like 20 miles an hour, it shouldn't be so cold. And my heating grips haven't really warmed up yet. I'm going to kind of put them into overdrive. Ooh. Just gonna squeeze on through here. New driver. I mean, they're gonna check the blind spot, probably not. A bit winding because it is quite misty. That's mainly just because your boy just got out of the shower. My hair is misting up everything. Alright, that kind of goes. This is the only other, I wouldn't say high speed, but the bit where I go 60, or I aim to get to 60. All roads lead to Swansea, or whatever they say. I do like to stand up for the speed bumps, which once I do switch to a sports bike, I'm guessing you can't really do. If I stand up on a sports bike, I think I'd be like leaning forwards Michael Jackson style. I think that's only a benefit of a more upright bike. And then the speed bump doesn't launch you in the air like an idiot. No nod. What is this disrespect? I'm a hard-working 125 rider. I deserve a nod. Nod for a nod. Oh, am I quicker than a Porsche? Maybe with my expert reaction times. Depending how ballsy this Porsche is feeling. This is why I'm going to watch my left. Oh. I'm not crying, I swear. Quicker than a Porsche. Get it? It's about traffic, and I'm in traffic. How realistic. Don't pull out. Thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That's awkward. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Fuck, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. What do you call it? I didn't know the car was going to go right, and it just came away from me. I forgot to start recording again. Whoops. Well, I'm an idiot. That hurt. But not too bad. Here's what it is.
Yeah, that was pretty much a me problem.
I guess there was I don't know, it was a few things at once, which probably doesn't really show in the camera. Ignoring the fact I'm singing to myself, that probably doesn't help either. But basically, that BM was pulling out of the car park, and their front wheel started turning. So I looked down to the BM's wheel, because I was like, shit, they're going to turn into me. And then by the time I look up, the car in front had to slam on. I could see as well on the lights, the other car slammed on in front of her, so it wasn't her fault, and it was mostly mine. I went into the back of someone. It's pretty hard to not claim fault there. Hopefully you won't have to go through insurance. I spoke to her about it, and I was like, look, it is what it is. Completely understand if you need to go through insurance, all that jazz. Had a look at a car. Plastic stuff, basically just clicked back in. The only kind of actual damage, the rear left, the plastics of the light, like the reflectors, smashed. The bulbs and all that working, but I reckon she'll need a new taillight unit. So what I said is, find out. She's got a family garage, if it's a couple hundred or whatever, I'd happily pay for it, because obviously I'm on learner's insurance, so my insurance is going to skyrocket. But I'm just glad everyone's alright. Everything hurts, my knee hurts, otherwise I'm fine. I'll still film the way back, hopefully less eventful. Ooh, Ferrari. Don't know if you can see that. Okay, yep, let's go in. Well, that was a day of work after a slight tumble. Everything hurts a little, but nothing crazy. Oh, I mean, if it was crazy, I wouldn't have continued my half an hour-ish ride back to work. Yeah, bit of an oopsie. Happens to the best of us. Gonna head back home now, maybe. See how it goes. I'm gonna try something pretty bold. And I'm gonna try and do this trip, right, without crashing. Now, it's a big goal. I've done it before, quite a few times actually, so that was kind of the first time I've actually had a proper crash, and sod's law, it's the first day I try out a GoPro, so not really sure how I managed that. I'm slightly proud of myself that at least it's on camera. Oh, but yeah, everything's aching a little. My left hip mainly, which I'm going to assume is down to where I fell off the bike. Well, I kind of stayed on the bike, and I don't know if that was the problem. The bike brought me down onto the curb, and I learned that curbs are quite heavy, so that was kind of the main issue. My hand isn't great, though it's not bad, just it hurts a bit, there, and I'm gonna guess that's because I kind of punched her light out, not in a knock her out kind of way, as in I quite literally punched out her rear light. Hoping that's the only damage though. Ideally we don't have to go through insurance, so that neither of our premiums go up and all that jazz. And I'm on provisional because this is only a 125, so it's already pretty expensive. So if I can minimise the chance of my insurance going up, that'd be great. But obviously it's all up to her. But it's fine. No one's hurt. Well, I'm hurt, but barely. So it's fine. Very chuffed with the. Oops, didn't close my jacket. Oh, fucking hell! That is an atrocious. That was an atrocious turn. The old right indicate right at the last minute, go left rather than right. That was something. Then again, I bet he didn't go into the front of the car today, so he's doing better than me. I was chatting to boys in work, there's a few that are on bikes, and I think one of them said he's on his about 12th knock off the bike before he hung up the curtains or hung up the race suit, whatever it's called. I don't think I'm close to that. Well, the number obviously not, but as in that wasn't enough to scare me off the bike or anything. It was, I was very lucky. It was nice and slow. Ideally you don't want any crash, but a crash at low speed, low side, can't really complain about that. I have dropped the bike before. Well, I guess I did kind of crash and fall off the bike, but that was very low speed. I was leaving my work car park, and they basically just forgot to put salt on the road, so I was coming around the corner and the rear just came out. But that was very slow. I was like 4, maybe 5 miles an hour, really slow slide, a little like mark on the bike, and just brushed myself off. I think the day after I was a bit sore, so that's kind of what I'm dreading with this. So far I feel fine. Like I said, slight pain in my hips, but nothing mental. Check the bike as well, the bike's fine, it's Japanese. Seriously, this bike is like ridiculous. I know that both of those crashes were fairly low speed, but still, Honda is the way. You know, once I can get a bigger bike, it will still be Honda. The CBR650R is the goal, or whatever I can get insured on at this rate. So potentially even more naked CB650R, but also a lovely bike. Had a quick go on my CVT renewal, like on the private roads, obviously. Lovely. Don't know how that comes through on the mic, but sound like an absolute bell end revving it. Very smooth. I could have not wore all my gear. I always tried to wear my gear. I'm not really the, like, you know, some people are like, oh, I'm just going to the shop, so I'll just chuck a jacket on and I'll wear my Vans or whatever. No, I'm a bit of a nerd, so I will wear my like full race boots just to go down the road. But I'm glad I did. I mean, I've got my race boots on now. Lovely, very, very nice. It's good of you to give way. And yeah, my feet are completely fine. So, not that it was really an impact on my foot per se, but you know, the bike landed on my foot. I'd consider that an involvement. Yeah, the weather's much nicer than the way in, so there's that. It's fairly sunny. Well, it is sunny actually. I've got heated grips on, so that's probably a good sign, isn't it? Right. Speaking of sensible distances, this is where questionable filtering comes into play, because this is a shit roundabout. Yeah, if I was in a car, which lucky I am not, I would not be going here, because you spend a solid 5 minutes just sitting here. I mean, I'm probably going to have to sit here anyway with the bike, because until those lights over there go red, traffic just keeps flowing through, which means hopefully I can find a gap. Well, actually, never mind, that's even better. Usually that doesn't work, so we're going to do a little bit more cautious filtering, so I'm not trying to bin it again. I'm not even going to go at the car right in front, because I'm pretty sure he will rev away. Is he going to let me through? No, he's not. Oh, yes he is. Thank you, mate. Oh, it's always lovely when they let you through. I was wondering if he was just having a little tip tap of his roof. Right, more horrendous filtering times. Just gonna, you know, keep it pretty calm where we can. There's no solid white line here, so I mean, legally questionable, but I'm pretty sure this is fine. No, this isn't too bad. Okay, I spoke too soon. That looks pretty horrendous to me. Let's see if we can find a gap. Ew. Right, distances. Sean's first not getting rammed in the bum experience is we're going to go there. Checking all of the lifesavers, because my main goal is not to have another crash, because that would be really unfortunate. Whoa, 2 wheels. Oh, that's cool. That's the Nikon. Nikon? No, Nikon's a camera. Yamaha Nikon, I think. Though I think it's still classed as a bike. So You know, it doesn't feel as useful as like a trike, where I think you can get away with it under a car license. Or I might be chatting shit actually. I think you need a bike license for that too. Chav sound. Oh no. Oh, I'm allergic to revving my bike. I'm gonna have to never rev my bike again. Clearly my body doesn't like it. It's not great. Oh yeah. World's shittest rev match. Not as in a competition, as in the gearing one. I can kind of rev match. Like, look up a gear where you don't need to do the rev match. And then, you know, you go like, blip. Yeah, that was a blip. I didn't hear it come back down. Ooh! Caterham 7. See, if I'm going to crash, that's the distraction I want. A cool car. I want to go past a Lamborghini and then into the bumper of, hopefully not a Lamborghini. That was one of the things I was thinking about. Obviously, the ideal solution would be not to hit the car at all. But I was glad that the car I hit was a Suzuki, because they are pretty affordable, pretty reasonable cars for parts. We're pretty much coming up to where I had the crash, and as you can see, the traffic isn't great. So I'll kind of point out, maybe not with my hands, as I'm trying to not crash today. Well, this afternoon, I should say. I've already crashed today. Didn't beat that one. But yeah, the junction that I was coming up to, while the car was coming up to, people pull out without realising how busy it is here. So the white car went to pull out. Obviously then there was a car oncoming. They slammed on, she slammed on, I slammed in. Which sounds a lot grimmer than I meant it to be, but we're coming up. Oh, actually, you're probably not going to see it. Oh yeah, there we go. So, right. So where that red car is coming out from, that's the junction in question. So yeah, that junction down there, as you can see, it's pretty rammed. And this is the direction the white car is trying to go, I think, and they didn't realise that it's traffic like this pretty much all day, because it's narrow one-way traffic. Don't know what that was. Hope it wasn't me. Alright, I'm going to tactically make some sound so that they don't hit the shit out of me. Thank you. Where people are trying to park and pull out and not see you and start pulling out, and then you get scared and you hit a woman's car. It happens to the coolest. I'm sure there's a MotoGP rider out there that's done something like that, right? It's not just me being an idiot. Bloody hell, Mike, clean your van, Mike. Clean your bloody van. So yeah, we'll just go in nice and slowly. Not trying to win any races here because it's all stop traffic anyway. You can see the traffic starting to move, so we'll hold fire. Pull away, try not to get binned. Good, thank you. See if my music's working. Yep. We got some tunes. Oof. Oh my god. And of course, as soon as I stopped, I now realise how absolutely boiling it is. I take it all back. I thought it was quite cold. My chest is on fire. Potentially because I'm wearing all black and leather in the sun. But, you know, style points. Are you at a petrol station? No ways. Well, okay, I'll allow it. I kind of am. Oh, wind. Oof. Yeah, that's one downside. The aircon is whatever you're currently doing. That's a cool looking dude. You alright, mate? Ooh. That's like a naked Suzuki. I'll always forget how dodgy the term naked bike sounds to people that don't ride bikes. Every time I'm like, yeah, it's cheaper to go naked. They're like, what? What do you mean? I'm like, no. I mean, it wouldn't be cheap. You know, if I told my insurance I was on the bike naked, I don't think it'd be cheaper at all. But if the bike looks less sporty, it is. which I don't entirely get. Because the insurance difference must be more down to if they, like, how stealable they are, rather than anything like... Because you can't say a sports bike is more dangerous, as it's the exact same engine that's in the naked version. Are you more inclined to go quicker because it's sporty? Or is it just the clientele? This is pretty much as close as I can get to the M4 on a 125. Not that I'd want to go on it anyway, because the A roads are horrendous as it is, and well, people already do motorway speeds on them, let's be honest. So I'll stick to... yeah, I can do that. I'll stick to this. I'll sit behind this bus because, I'll be honest, I think the bus is actually going to be quicker than me up a hill anyway. Oh, get a bit of draft in though. Oh, I'm going to be quicker than a bus. Barely. Yay! I'm quicker than something. Oh my god, now I'm absolutely giving it beats, whereas she is probably just chilling on cruise control. But I will take it. I'm just going to have to hope that she doesn't build up any more speed as I'm now hitting the max. That was my 0 to 60 test again. I'm getting overtaken. I'm at max pace. I got nothing, I got no beans left. No! No! The speed! I can't believe it. Here I was thinking I was, speed racer. But she didn't open all whatever horsepower. Well, try not to go right in front of me. I mean, gee whiz. Oh, almost not hold the throttle down forever. Ooh, V8 by turbo. Is that actually a C63? I think it is. Ooh, yeah, that is definitely a C63.